Uh-oh. Them young niggas don't play by me, don't pray by me. Jump out in broad day by me, yeah. We online, baby. We live in 5, and with this online play, we got one more game till we get to the playoffs. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Yeah. Let's get it. Don't jump out in broad day by me, pray by me, yeah.
Taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He's got it down the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll ride his man on the option. Makes a man miss. Past the 30. Wide open spaces. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. On the option. Touchdown Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes the catch, it's Daniels.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Puts it out of the air. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's low. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Goes to the option. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. The option look. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The short hands, it's Fletcher. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And listen, I know
Yo. Thanks for tuning in. We online play right now, playing against real people. Live and fire, baby. Live and fire.
I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He'll give it on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's back. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Yo. And we on to the playoffs, baby. That's how we do it. Get them out of here. All right. Next game, baby. Next game. Come on. Where we at? Next game. All right.
College football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Oh, she was on the phone talking to my daddy.
And the Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll return it.
Yeah, I just seen my daddy send me some pictures of them when I was on FaceTime. Yeah, we give me shit.
Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Stewart. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete. The trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around and now not giving up the 1st down.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets the 1st down.
Come on, come on. Give me that. Come on.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Whittington. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The give to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Burks.
That's what I'm going to do.
Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great...
He's in the closet.
Exactly where
he's turning gay.
Bond and that trust.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on him.
Give me that. Ah, come on, give me that.
Get that one back. The last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the tight
What the?
end. They convert on
What was
third down as
that?
he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Come on, y'all. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Lock in. Before I smack him in the coma.
To the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Excuse.
So first down here as they go back to work. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line.
All right, let's tighten up, man. Let's tighten up. Come on. They little tighten up.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
You know, I've been trying to figure that out myself. I was gonna make some boudin, but I was like, oh, I can't eat that. That's pork.
More to the air.
What you doing, Kirsten?
That's caught. It's Benson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Yeah.
After that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprint into the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman caliber.
Them young niggas don't play by me, yo. Not me. Jump out in broad day by me.
Throughout the course of this game, they did right there.
Yeah.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't
Man, throw the ball.
Fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player, you practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's Sategna. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Gibson. There he goes. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important. And take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the 1st down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Here comes the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. This time it's complete.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
He'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Moore to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get to make a play.
It's caught downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Mateer. Flips it out on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job, but the assignment for...
It's a fumble! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass, it's Mateer. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Stewart. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Under fire. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field.
Makes the grab past the marker. Turning it on. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Moore to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. The give out of the gun. Fouls through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They go to the ground. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Moore will throw. Looking for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And down he goes.
GG, bro. Good game.
One out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it. And
Oh, man.
Now I'm in the store running around crazy. Oh, dang, I had someone saying some family and some. They got that, right? Yeah, they got some. I'm gonna get some chicken breast, some ground turkey.
welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks. The house
Is your phone saying SOS?
Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10
It's
team in the country, the
Verizon.
Miami
It's
Hurricanes,
the power.
taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports
Yeah.
College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the
Yeah,
booth, as
it's the
always,
tower
by
messed
David
up.
Hall and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
This phone, the phone I'm on now, it got service, but the other one on that is got SOS. My work phone is Verizon too. It got service.
The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off.
Yeah.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Stewart. the sticks. It's Moore. He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he'll just take him in.
Mom.
We'll start at the 25.
No.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab right down the middle. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
What?
Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took
I can wait for Friday.
down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get it.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third.
Yes, baby.
The hallelujah land. Touchdown, Canes. A quick strike, just as we expect.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to...
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. And In their vision of that play, someone would...
What you gonna do if I don't?
Making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line.
Man, bro, I know how to play, bro.
Moving toward midfield. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Oregon! Great job by the back on the option.
Jump out in broad day by me, yeah. Them young niggas don't play by me.
Get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Snags it over the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20.
Boy, they really be saving you, I ain't lying. Every time I click on the player, they dive.
Touchdown,
Like,
Hurricane.
every time I click on the player,
What you over there eating?
every time I click on the player, bro.
Hey, you know, that's what you eat. What you eat? That's steak. Hey,
Hey, baby. Hey, girl.
no, put that down.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Tuscaloosa, Alabama, saving field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the #5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama
Put your feet down, baby.
Glad
What
to
you
have
doing?
you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Da, 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 da. La, 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 la.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway.
I'm talking about my baby. Red-o. Red-o. Hey, Red-o.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never
Woo!
had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Give me some. Give me some.
This place is
Give me some.
roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. On the option. Slithers into space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guys. So you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Whittington.
I'm give you all like that. Give him this word. That other nigga quit, Anthony.
Great job on the QB.
That other nigga quit.
Get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly,
Help him get it. This dude here got Alabama. Yeah, I started new. I'm trying to get to the playoffs. Still ain't got there yet.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Stewart.
Oh, good catch, boy.
And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
all right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Handoff from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Using his feet to buy time. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next 1st-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time! He just makes it look so easy. Impressively.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, that was good.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Creates a little room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Stewart. Grab near the sticks, it's Moore. Flying out to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Turns it loose. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Cuevas. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. Dances away from the pressure going to his left. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Scrambling away. He's past the 30. There he goes. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Whittington. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap, it's Stewart. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Stewart. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. Touchdown, Oregon! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Caught over the middle, it's Lewis. Still on his feet at the 45. to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. But the ball comes out on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a
Right down the gut of the field. Pass attack. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw at Simpson. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Breaks into the open. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Creates a little space. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime.
Turning it off! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
That's one the running back would like to have back. He's a good enough player. He's a complete enough running back to be able to make that play. That's why they like throwing him angle routes like that right there.
Off the play fake. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is.
We gonna give it all I got. I'm gonna give it all I got.
Have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men.
Yeah.
Guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think,
he uncorks one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab him outside. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
and that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
On the direct snap, it's Stewart. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Stewart. Runs through the tackle. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He's got the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Grab near the marker. It's Whittington. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks will hustle to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times.
I'm making money. Yo, yo, yo!
You
Made it to the playoff, baby.
I know that's right, because the way
Let's
you
get
put
it.
your money down and
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the back now goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The Ducks are on the move here.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Sets up a 2nd down play. It's a shotgun run call. Finding some room at the 25. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. On the run, it's Peoples. He's starting, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. To 1st and 10
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
They'll run it here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Sayin. The receiver grabs it. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Peoples. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cut over the middle. It's Smith. That's good for first down yardage now to the 26. So, Cook, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Putting toward the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they scored a touchdown, can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? It's an out route, the catch made, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to 44.
And the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Moore. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Mental mistake for the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Oregon. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now, can the defense do their job and get a stop? Give this hot offense the football back.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To throw, it's Saying. And he runs it in there. The 2-point conversion puts them on top by a point.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Grab near the sticks. It's Whittington. Muscles past the defender. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback's got it on the option. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. How about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try the option play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, they go with the pitch here on the option on third down. Good call, but this defense is not fooled at all. Good job of recognizing this and being able to blow that up to now force a fourth down.
Snags the good throw. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. To the air, it's Moore. Makes a quick grab. Powering through a tackle. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So here we go. Third and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up fourth and short. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Will kick this away to get the second half going. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Using his legs, it's Peoples. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Gets made on the out route. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle, it's Tate. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. The Buckeyes with first and 10 here.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
That's good timing. The receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense behind the 6 now on second and 11 after the 1-yard loss. It's a quick catch. Powering through the defender. the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Here comes a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned on how this play would work out.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these options.
Here he goes. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
When that pass rush got in there in a hurry, great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking for his back. Pop over the middle. It's Whittington. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Third and short, they hand the ball off. In the clear at the 25. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oregon. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Looking to throw. It's Moore. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
27.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the move now. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed, and they're...
It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And that's going to be a safety. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That That should give this team a spark.
Thank you for your cooperation and participating in the playoffs against Glory Boy Fred, baby. First round won. Stay tuned for the second. Peace.